Welcome to our Nurture with Nature Wellbeing experiences. Today I'm visiting with Alexandra Huber. She's part of the owner family of My Arbor. My Arbor is a nature-inspired wellness resort nestled in the Dolomites. Welcome, Alexandra.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no, wonderful. Thank you for taking the time for having this chat. As you know, I just had the extreme opportunity to visit and experience everything My Arbor offers. It's completely and utterly magical. That's what I would say as a guest. I'm very excited to learn a little more of the background of this wonderful place that I consider a treehouse in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
And so as a guest, I really thought that everything here, everything from like your staff to the visual, to the food, to the wellness activities, much intention and detail and underlying holistic and natural approach. And so I'm excited to learn more about this. And so what does My Arbor mean to you personally, whether yourself or your family, like as a vision? And how is the spirit woven into the guest experience?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for being with us.
Oh, sure.
We're very happy that you liked it.
Yeah.
And yeah, for us, My Arbor is it's our home. It's our place where we are. And that's also the feeling what we want to give to our guests. And to give maybe a little bit of background, the name My Arbor actually comes from the Latin word tree. Arbor is the Latin word for tree, so it means my tree. And as you said, of course, that is for the architecture, because as you said, we're a tree hotel built on stilts in the middle of nature. But it also symbolizes a strong dedication to our territory, to the traditions, to rooting oneself and calming down. But then as a tree stands tall with the roots, but it's also open to small changes. It flows with the wind. And so we want to be at My Arbor as well, connecting with ourselves by being in nature, but then also opening our minds again and being as the trees.
Oh, that's beautiful. And, working with folks but in a holistic manner, rooting and healing from within is very, very important because then, as you're saying, we can become more embodied, right? But then we have the resilience to be able to sway back and forth, right? With life's challenges and life's joys and things of that nature.
Yeah. And nature teaches us so much. And we take that example, like I said before, just looking at the trees, and we can learn so much from them. And then the other side, they also give so much power. Like hugging a tree actually calms you down so much. I'm so shy to incorporate that.
Yes, and I had the opportunity to do the 2.5-hour forest bathing. Absolutely amazing. And Kiki's wonderful.
Yes.
On a side note. And the experience was just that. I mean, she brought us in, we became embodied, but then she kind of wove in like us connecting with nature, whether it was our feet or, like you said, hugging in the tree or doing different sensory type activities.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful.
Yeah. So no, and that's also what guests really like, and especially that experience, the forest bathing experience. And it's sometimes nice because sometimes we also do it with like some smaller corporate groups or retreats. And especially men, maybe at the beginning, they're a little bit skeptical.
Yeah.
But once they come back, they actually enjoyed it so much. And they said, it's so nice to not think about anything for a moment and just calm down and breathe in the fresh air, think about yourself. So it's actually, we also, with the skeptical people, we try to actually convince them.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. And that's great because they're open enough to try.
Yeah.
Well, my partner hadn't done that before.
Yeah.
And we went on a hike yesterday after, and there was portions of the hike. He said, let's just not say a word. I said, okay, next 20 minutes. And that's what we did.
Yeah.
And so it was a beautiful like trickle effect in terms of just integrating that use of the body. And so, I mean, that was because of activity. Yeah, so hopefully it'll continue down the road.
Yeah.
And so I'd love to talk a little about this nature-inspired design that you have about having this as a treehouse. I read, is it correct in saying that some of the trees from the forest nearby are actually out of the hotel, the foundation?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So actually for the hotel, we had like an architectural competition where several architects presented their idea.
Nice.
And there was this one team actually from Brixton as well. So from the city where we are, they presented this idea built on stilts, fully integrated in nature, like a tree hotel. that we liked so much. Actually, from there, everything else started. Like, so the naming, then the interior. And then, as I said, for the interior, it's true, we took a lot of material that was already here and we brought it back to the hotel. Oh. So, as I was telling you, we also have like a very big tree trunk reception, and it comes very close from the area. And we always say it continues to live with us. So it was 200 years old when we brought it, but now we say it's 207 years old because we believe that the trees, they continue living with us and they experience so many stories because they see the guests coming from all over the world.
I have goosebumps, like the whole feel of the location, because I truly believe, and it sounds like that was your family's vision, the energy from the trees, it's just a natural, beautiful thing. Yeah. And if you open yourself up as us, as human beings, you just really elevate everything we do. Yeah. So, oh, that's wonderful. So in terms of holistic wellness and mindful living, I know that's a big part of the experience here. And I was curious because, and tell me if you're seeing this or not, because I'd love to learn if not. But as far as I've seen, like a lot of today's travelers, including like myself and friends and family, we all want to downregulate our nervous system. We want to understand how to have better emotional regulation and just we're more peaceful inside because a lot of people are very successful on the outside, but they just haven't figured out, like you're explaining about that corporate gentleman, how to actually slow down on the inside. How do you help us do that here at My Arbor?
So we have a series of different activities that are included for every guest that wants to participate. Like we don't force anybody to participate because we believe the My in My Arbor stands for my holiday, the way I want it. So every guest can decide their own rhythm, how they want to do it. But we offer a series of activities where guests can participate, such as guided hikes, parasailing, breathing exercises, sauna infusions, yoga, Pilates. So a series of activities in the nature or just in our hotel that actually educate to slow down, to reconnect with oneself, and just to bring that holistic experience together. So we try to guide those activities, but are open for all the people that want to join.
That's wonderful. And I have to say, I can read it almost every one. Find out more about the My Arbor Nature-Inspired Wellness Resort by visiting my-arbor.com.